Hey guys, good afternoon. It's 45 degrees on a Friday in January, and I said I probably wasn't going to make too many more videos because it's getting cold, but what the heck, I just feel like riding. I was out doing some errands, took the bike, you know what, let's do a video. And oh, this guy's running hot. Yeah, they fly down this road. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to get some snow. I mean, they're putting that stuff they put down on I don't know what it's called. Whatever. They just put this stuff down. You see streaks in the road. And I hope it stops the participation from freezing. We're supposed to get a little bit of snow, but no big deal. I mean, we got 2 inches the other day, and then it got really cold, then it got warm. Now it's, 45. It's not really windy. But I was just thinking, obviously I'm going to talk about the GS because I like talking about the GS. And what a great all-weather bike this bike is. Doesn't matter if it's cold. I mean, what's too cold for you guys to ride in? I mean, is it, you have a certain temperature, or it doesn't matter? I know some guys, it's got to be pretty nice out. And I mean, obviously I like riding when it's, 60 and above. But, I just like to ride, so it doesn't really matter. Well, it does a little bit, but like right now, I just feel like riding. I don't really care about that it's 45 degrees out. And so, I mean, do you guys ride when it's cold? Or, I don't know. I just, like I said, I just feel like riding. I got some new gear. I don't know if you guys can see. I got some different riding pants. I like to ride in jeans, but, I wanted something different. This is from a company called NBT, I think. I just wanted to give them a shot. They were like $120. Got them in a couple days, and they are super comfy. I'm wearing this thing called the wind stoppers. They kind of look like thermals, but they're not. So I got them below my riding pants here. It has nice armor in the sides and the front. I mean, in the knees. The sides just kind of foam. The front is like that CE, that yellow, really soft and like pliable and really nice and comfortable. And these things fit they fit just super. I mean, if you guys can pick them up on the camera, I'll see if I can show something on the camera. And then I got my riding boots on. Well, they're not really riding boots. They're just like work boots, but they work for good. I just like them because they got zippers on the side, and I just like them. They're just kind of cool. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see them. I'll see if I can put them on here as I go through these crazy turns. I should be watching what I'm riding. So yeah. So and then I got my a thermal, the wind stopper, then a hoodie, and then this jacket. I love this jacket. It's an older jacket. It's kind of, I got some parts that are ripped off. The Velcro here is ripped off, but I just love the jacket, and it's like this ripstop material, so it's really, really hard to rip, and I just like it. And it's just something different. I just don't like that. We've already discussed the look that I don't like. The adventure looking. So these are khaki, kind of different color, and silver or grayish, like a denim type looking jacket. And I got little gator on, and my helmet is nice and comfy and warm. Everything is warm. Got the heated grips on, so you feel a little bit on your hands, but it's not really bad. It's definitely rideable. And I know a lot of guys say if you put the hand guards on, it'll pick up a little bit more whatchamacallit, but I never found that to be so true. The air still got around them, and I still felt it. So I don't really care about the cold on my knuckles, on the top of my hands. I just want to see my palms, basically my fingertips, to be warm. That's the biggest thing I'm concerned about. And the heated grips work great. So yeah, so now I'm just all set. This is my winter gear. This is what I mean. I have my winter pants if it's really, really cold, but so that's my gear. I'm all set for my winter cold weather riding. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you guys do it or not. I guess in Australia you probably don't get too much cold weather, right? Or am I wrong? Or is it at night when you really get the cold weather? I don't know. I mean, I just, whatever. So, and then I know Jim is picking up his GS. I wonder if you picked it up yet, bud. And are you going to be taking it out if you're in a cold weather area or whatever? But getting back to the GS, as far as a cold weather bike, I mean, I guess any bike could be cold weather bike, but this has a lot of wind protection, and I guess any adventure bike, no matter what brand it is, they probably have similar type of protection. But I mean, to me, this is my all-weather. This is my all everything bike. I mean, I think it's not only a cold weather bike, it's just it does it all. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, it's a warm weather bike. It's whatever, warm, cold, medium, whatever you want to say. It's everything, you know. And I know I'm always a fanboy of this, and I'm always going to, you know, have good things to say about the bike. But it does it all as far as being sporty. You know, I tend to make it look more sporty than adventurous. But you know, it's just taste. But it does it all. I mean, I know the Multistrada and the KTM and the Versas and the Teneries, they all can do the same thing. They have they sport bike like handling. They have all, you know, they cover all the bases. But you know, the one I test rode was the GS, and so like I said, it does everything that I could ask of it. And you know, I always say I'm looking for that next bike. You know, I just don't want another bike so bad. But you know, I sit in the garage and I'm looking at different, you know, bikes online and everything, and then I go and, you know, look at my bike and I say, you know, maybe it's time. I've had it 2 years, and then I get on it, and then I forget about any new bike, because the bike just does it all. It's fast, it's comfortable. It's you know, then I forget about getting a new bike, because I said, what do I need a new bike for? This does it all. It's sporty. I'm comfortable in the cold weather. It's great cruising. And but you know, when I look at the bike, I said, you know, I've had it for so long, and I always like new things. I like to try new things, and I get bored of things. But I've yet to get bored of this bike. I can just say, okay, I've rode the GS for a while. It's time to take a break. And as soon as I get back on, I said, man, this thing never disappoints. It never disappoints. I know some people are disappointed in this bike, but I have never been disappointed in this bike. Never. It's fast. It does stuff that it just does it all. So then that's when I forget I don't want another bike. But then I'm sitting around, I'm not riding anything, and yep, it's time to get another bike. I have my cord not underneath my my jacket, so it doesn't come up and hit me in the face. Not a big deal. Hopefully we're still recording. And yeah, so that right there, it's exhilarating. Now it does, when I get about to 8,500, you know, I'm so used to it. It's pulling hard, but if it had a little bit more, another 20 horsepower upstairs, I tell you, it would be scaring the hell out of me. But down low, man, it just, the wheel gets, you know, the front end gets real light. You can feel the handlebars real light, and it just feels great, and it's so exhilarating. So like I said, it's never disappointing to me. You know, it's kind of cold. I don't want to go crazy on the turns, but it's just it's super. I mean, these tires have made this just the best sport bike I could have. Not that, you know, I mean, it'd be nice to have a sport bike just to tool around with, but this is it, you know. And just lean it over and no problem. I mean, it just whatever. So to get off the bandwagon of, you know how much I love this bike, and I'm always gonna, you know, fanboy it. I was watching this one guy, I think his name is Vincent. He just got a KTM and maybe a year ago or something, and he's doing lots of reviews on it as he rides it more. Oh no, is this a house for sale? Well, let's look, Ken. Let's look. Nope, just a roofer. And yeah, so he's always saying, they finally took the signs down. Yeah, well, these houses are done. Yeah, so I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, he's always talking about the KTM. I mean, as a great bike, and he's always giggling because he just makes him laugh when he gets on it, because it's just so fast. And what he likes about it is that it's got low end and top end, where the Multistrada is more of a top end bike. You have to be in the right gear. And I know he test rode the GS, and he goes, did I make the mistake? But I don't think so, Vincent. That KTM is cool. It's a definitely different look. You know, the headlight's kind of crazy, but I don't think you made a mistake. I think that bike is cool as shit. It's fast. And I'm sure, and it has now, what he said, it has an anti-dive, so I guess that's nice, because it must work like the telelever suspension, where you don't have that big dive. So to me, it's more of an adventure bike as far as like what I do. I don't think it's a great off-road bike. I guess it could be, but that's not what I would buy the bike for. I think it's a great bike. I don't think you made a mistake at all. Are you a cold weather person on bikes? Does it bother you, you know? And do you think the GS is a good cold weather bike? You know, is there a better cold weather bike than the GS. I mean, I guess it's a bike that has a lot of fairings and a lot of protection, so I guess gull wings and stuff like that, but a gull wing or a big old road glide and stuff like that, just too big, too heavy for me. You know, not enough snot. Even a gull wing's not enough power for me, you know. I know it has a lot of torque and stuff. And also, I never brought this up, and it's probably kind of off topic, is that I want ease of maintenance too. So, you know, the bikes with the lots of fairing and the big motors that are tough to get to, I like them, but I don't like them because of service. Like, I like the K1600s, I like the GT, but to service that thing is a pain in the ass. I just, you know, I got to take all the fairing off. I got to take, you know, I don't want to deal with this. I don't have to take anything off with this bike. Nothing. I didn't have to take the crash bars, nothing. The only thing I did was have to take this piece off here to change the filter, but that was very easy. And that was it. But that's pretty much every bike. So I just like bikes I can get to easily to change everything and do the oil changes and do all the maintenance I need. And so that's something I never brought up with the GS. As far as I think it's easy maintenance. Some people don't want to do any maintenance with it. They send it out and whatever, they spend the money. But I never like, what I want to say is that this bike is easy to work on because everything's accessible to get to. And that's what I like about this bike. And I've never brought that part of it, but just working on a bike, because I like to work on them, I want them to be easily accessible. But back to the cold weather deal. So I guess any big Harley, any big Indian, any of the adventure bikes, I guess they were all good for the wintertime, as long as you have heated grips and a heated seat. Now, I guess a heated seat would be cool, but right now it's 45 degrees, so I'm just heading up to the lake again, just kind of because I want to cruise. And the heated seat, I guess, would be nice, but I'm not feeling I need a heated seat. I don't feel cold. My butt doesn't feel cold, so my legs don't feel cold. Everything just feels good. So, I mean, I feel a little bit in my hands, but as long as I put my tips on the heated grips, it's gone. Don't know what's going on here. Is there a lady in the road? Oh, I don't know what she's doing. Oh, she was just close. Oh, she's just walking around. Just walking around. Sheriff in his pickup truck. Yeah, so I just know. I don't know. I think it's a good cold weather bike, and like I said, there's other bikes that are probably good cold weather, and I guess a heated seat would just make it perfect. I feel I got tons of wind protection. This windscreen is fine. I don't think I need anything else. I put bigger ones on, but you know, the GSA, I didn't like it. I think it caused more buffeting or more issues, more sound. I guess a taller screen would probably be nice, but I don't like the way they look. So I think I'm set up for the way I want. Let's see, anybody out here? Yeah. There's people out here, and yeah, so I'm just gonna like look at the lake and just kind of just sit here for a second. I was gonna go to my favorite spot, but I think this is just as good. You guys can get a glimpse of the lake. I've been here so many times, and I'm not gonna hang out like I normally do. I usually hang out here about 40 minutes or so. And here we are at Lake Buckhorn. I always say Buckhorn, and there are people out there fishing. It's crazy. It looks like we're going to get snow later on. It looks like it's going to snow now, but it's 45 degrees, so I don't think that's going to happen. So guys, yeah, so it's all over the place video, but the bottom line was I want to talk about is a GS a good cold weather bike? Obviously it is. And do you like riding in the cold, or does it matter, or what? You just like to ride. But all right, guys, that's it for now. And I don't know when I'm going to make another video. I keep saying that. The weather may go up to the 60s next week, so if it does, then I'll be out on the bike and just talk about anything. I know. Before I go, I'm always saying this. Before I go, guys. I did a video about something ranting about electric stuff and all that other bullshit, but the video was corrupted, and it just didn't come out right, so I never posted it, and so whatever. But you guys know how I feel about electric bikes. I'm not a big fan of them. I don't see the point of them at all. It's because I guess if you're just going back and forth to work, it's your only transportation, I guess. But they do nothing for me. The bottom line is electric bikes have no soul. I don't care what the performance is. They whine like a hairdryer. There's no gears, no shifting, no clutch. They just have no soul and no sound, you know. I mean, what's the number one thing people do to their bikes when they get a bike? They change the exhaust. I guess you don't do anything. I guess you can put phony noise on it, but what's the point, you know? I mean, it's just, everything is becoming so homogenized where it all blends into one. It's just, you know, that's why I like bikes. Just so many different bikes out there, and they're just all so cool. And hopefully, you know, I won't have to deal with electric stuff in my lifetime. Whenever. I don't want to get into it. It's just, the video's over. I just don't want to get into it again. And you know how I feel about them. I just don't like them. So, all right, guys, that's it for now, and hopefully I'll have another video soon.